Once upon a time, there was a little boy called Howard who loved writing stories.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat and wrote every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Wubba-dubba-doo, wubba-dubba-doo. Worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world, worst writer in the world. He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer.
Welcome to the worst writer in the world with me, Rufus, and my bell-shaped... I'll try and do a New Year one.
I don't know what bells have got to do with the new year. What's
Because you ring bells at the New Year, don't you?
My-
That's what everyone does. Everyone gets their bells out and starts ringing them, right?
my thoroughly resolved companion?
Yes, all right. So welcome to the worst writer in the world with me, Rufus, and my personal promise to myself not to do something that I will keep for several days until I realise that I like doing that thing, i.e. drinking. Howard Long. You do your thing, Howard Long.
Howard Longnog. That's right, it's me, Howard Longnog. How you doing?
Yeah, while we're recording, could you put your long nog away? It's very distracting.
Yeah, I was just airing it in this jar of egg.
I understand what you're doing, and I realise it's necessary to air your long nog in a jar of egg. But could you wait till after we finish recording to do that, please? All right, thank you. Okay. Thank you, not only thank you, but also thanks to the British Comedy Guide for not only not doing what Howard just did, but also, instead of that, hosting this show. Thanks to all of our lovely patrons on Patreon for supporting this show in the most wonderful Christmassy and New Year-y manner that they do.
Yeah, thanks.
And, of course, thanks to Ebenezer Huge. Ebenezer Huge, right? Yeah. The listener who's getting it for free.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. You're brilliant too.
Come on, you've had your Christmas money now. Give us it. Give us it.
Yeah, and even though we are recording this on the same day as we recorded last week's episode, so we've got no idea, I'm going to predict that absolutely none of you
Wow.
gave us a lovely Christmas present and signed up for $2, and that right now, we are crying. All right, well, shall we discuss what happened in last week's episode?
Yes, let's.
In last week's episode, it appears that Archie went outside again, but this time to dispose of the body that Penny had murdered with a spade.
Yes, that's right.
And while he was outside, he got tased.
Oh no!
By the bad guys, and I guess they tied him up, right, or restrained him in some way, and he saw
His head,
a helicopter.
probably, I'm thinking.
Probably was saying, and while he was trying to tell the chicken joke to them, while he was like, "Let's get off my head, the gas works," right? While he was doing that, he saw a helicopter approaching the cabin.
Oh no!
And the helicopter shot a fucking missile at the cabin, and it exploded, and everyone died.
That's right.
So then we cut to a torture chamber. Archie has been taken to a torture chamber, and then we decided that Spackman's not in this script enough, and we recast the torturer as Spackman. Okay, so in the torture chamber, the torturer, Spackman, was threatening Archie to try and find out what world he comes from, which is very confusing to Archie because that's a question that makes no sense. All right. But then we discovered that...
What did we discover?
Penny and Pony, who we thought had been exploded in that cabin, although we didn't literally see them die, we saw the cabin from outside explode, and us being very amateur movie watchers who've never seen a movie before, we went, oh, well, they're definitely dead then. The main character just died in an explosion, although I didn't actually see it happen, I just saw the explosion. She's definitely dead. But then it turned out that they used that technology that allows you to go to B-World to go to B-World before the explosion happened, and so they escaped. So now Penny and Pony are in B-World, and there they met up with Donald Children.
Hooray!
So Archie is in the torture chamber being tortured by Spackman.
Hooray!
Penny and Pony are in B-World with Donald Children and some rebels. And the bad guys are, well, they seem to be pretty much winning at this point, right? So let's get back to the story and find out what's going on.
Yes, please.
All right, so Moreau, Collins, Tucker, Burbank, and Spackman,
Hooray!
also known as the bad guys, watched on a monitor as Penny met up with Donald Children and the rebels in B-World, so they know what the good guys are up to.
Wow.
All right. No, it's her. And it seems she found her man.
She found her man.
She found her mum, yes.
Looking for a mum.
She was looking for a mum, she's found her. And now she's asking her.
Penny, look at me, your mum.
Look, she's having a cup of tea with her mum now, piece of cake.
What have you done with your hair?
I don't like it.
Like it. You need to dress more provocative. His trousers are not good. You're not going to get married like this, are you? Do it sort of hair out, put a dress on.
So a good mum character, very common. You undress you more provocative, get your boobs out more. Show off some boob. You're never going to get married if you don't show some boob.
Aren't I an orphan? Didn't I? Wasn't I an abused orphan?
Well, yeah, because I'm not really a mum.
Honey. Oh, be surprised.
I don't like this world. It's fucking annoying.
Well, that wasn't in.
Should have gone to SeaWorld.
Yes.
I hear, although it's quite cruel, people do enjoy it there.
Well, you can have a lot of fun throwing fish for the sea. creatures. For the sea.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a better SeaWorld, because there's a lot of controversy over SeaWorld and how maybe it's pretty cruel to the animals and stuff, just there in very small enclosures for the pleasure of humans. But if all it was going to the beach and throwing fish in the sea,
Yes,
I think that would be better.
we're saving them. They're in a bucket and they're about to die.
Yeah.
Get them in the sea. They will live.
Quick. Yeah, you're teaching kids to save fish.
Yeah.
What are these fish doing in this bucket when they belong in the sea?
Flappy, slippy things in this bucket.
Here you go, grab one. Now throw it in the sea, throw it in the sea. No, you missed. Fucking idiot. Stuck into the fucking sea.
That blue wobbly thing there.
Miss.
I didn't know. I didn't understand.
I was aiming at John.
Yeah.
All right, try again. Oh, fucking hell, you missed again.
Oh, I thought we'd find the fisherman. John.
The thing is, it would be tricky, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're a kid, like, the fish is alive and moving and slippery and desperately trying to escape you, and you're like trying to lob it in the sea. You would probably miss.
Yeah. Especially if you wanted to throw it at John.
Yeah. Mostly for that, yeah. Anyway, so that's what's happening in SeaWorld. But meanwhile, exterior B-World, all over B-World, the large billboard-sized screens that dot the country crackle into life. Colin's face leers out over the landscape like an angry god.
So they've erected a load of widescreen TVs.
Yeah. Collins says, Miss Kelly, you're like a stubborn fucking stain.
Right.
Exterior, Don's hideout, B-World. Don, Penny and Pony step from the church to see Collins' face on the screen. Professor Childs, we have a little something for you.
What you got?
An image of the torture chamber appears on screen. Archie strapped in the chair. Archie, says Penny. Burbank and Tucker stand either side of Archie. Tucker grabs Archie's head and forces the mouth clamp in. Burbank takes the pliers and rips out one of Archie's teeth.
Oh.
Penny looks away from the
I'm
screen.
going to start pumping a bit faster if I'm one of these kids. Fucking hell. Everybody's watching this.
Yeah.
It's not even a private message. They're just
it's
putting it on
everywhere.
every single TV screen in the entirety of B-World.
And now on BTV, it's Dentist Hour. Dentistry Live. Okay, we got Archie here. He's got a painful tooth because I just punched him in it. And now Mr. Torturer is going to pull it out. Penny looks away from the screen. Don growls. Yeah, he's dog too, though. You've got to do it.
Rah.
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 Oh. Rah.
Interior satellite control. Colin says, here's the deal. Give yourself up and I let you all live. Does that sound like the kind of deal I'd make? Give yourself up and you can all have exactly what you want and go.
Yeah.
All right, you can and everything will be fine, but only... In fact, you can have all my money, and you can go. You can have all the things you want, and you can go free. And I've bought you a car, and here's a load of gold, and I've got some ballerinium if you want it as well, so you can have the universe. But before you can do that, you've just got to come into this prison for a moment, okay? Just come into me prison for a moment.
Do you think we can trust him? Yes, he seems very trustworthy.
I really want that car.
Yeah. Oh, I want the speedboat, do you think? And a complete kitchen fitting.
Absolutely. I think it's a good idea to gamble. All right. How are you at darts?
Yeah.
Well, I once threw one that went in the dartboard, but mostly they go in Tony.
You sound perfect. I think we're going to win this.
All right, so at the moment we are watching Collins, who is on lots of big TVs in B World. All right. One of the things you do if you colonise a planet is you set up loads of big TVs in case you ever need to give them a message. Here's the deal: give yourself up, and I let you all live. Fair. You have an hour, then he dies. Oh no, he's gonna kill Archie. The transmission fizzles off. Interior Don's hideout, B World. We're not giving ourselves up. Do you have a plan? Even the most morally bankrupt civilizations have codes of practice. If there's a fire alarm. There's an evacuation. Smuggle an incendiary device in. That's what he says.
Yeah.
Can we do it? With weeks of planning. But now... Pony bangs on the table. They turn to see...
Did she just kill it? Did she squash a bug?
Well, she doesn't make... I feel like she probably makes a lot of noises. She can't speak.
Just walking along and it's like... La, 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 la,
Maybe. They turn to see she is holding out the Tagger remote. Don understands and realises the moral implications immediately. Oh.
Some good facial expressions that you're all missing at home.
What? We may not need to smuggle anything in at all. Interior satellite control. Moreau says, you think they'll play ball? And Collins says, maybe. Burbank, and us? Collins, play ball? No. Kill him now. Do you think they'll play ball? Like, do you think they'll follow the...
Yes, but we're not going to, because they've said...
Collins is like, maybe, but Burbank means, and us. Are we going to
follow
our own
bargain
rules? Yeah, and he says, no, we're not. I said they had an hour, but actually go and kill him now. Interior torture chamber. Archie has dragged the trolley of torture devices towards him. He kicks upwards, sending knives, etc., into his lap.
Cake.
Ow!
Tea goes everywhere.
Fuck, I'm covered in hot tea and knives are sticking out of my legs. That was a really bad idea. The falling man says, you have to close it. Archie, Christ, you're alive. See this. The falling man bares his wrist. He wears a stopwatch. It is counting down, less than 30 minutes.
Oh no, they made a hole in the metaverse. It's fractured. Gotta close it before time runs out.
In the metaverse? Jesus, what's that?
Yeah. The falling man dies. Archie is wide-eyed in horror. Alright, so Penny and Donald children have made a plan and gone to Eon. Exterior, perimeter of Eon building, B-World.
Honey.
Undercover Don. Hey everybody, it's me, Don. Don't worry, I put a wig on, okay? But don't worry everybody, it is me. Oh hi everybody, it's me, Don.
Undercover Don. Yeah, nobody knows it's me.
Yeah,
I'm Undercover Don.
Oh, I'm so good at undercover work.
Wait, so take my hat off. Oh, it's me, Don.
Oh my
Put
God.
it back on again. Who's that?
Who's that? Is it Don?
Who is that man?
Who's that man who looks nothing like Don? I cannot work it out. Here's my idea. It says Undercover Don.
Yeah.
Anyway, Undercover Don, Penny, Pony, and the rebels observe Eon. Penny looks through binoculars at the gate where a limping boy is being admitted by perimeter guards. Like any good dictatorship, Eon encourages traitors.
Oh, shit.
That child is a spy on his way to report, and that is why I must shoot him in the back of his head, okay? It's not for fun. No, I am not a child hunter. It's necessary, okay?
He's not going to shoot him, is he? We know what he's going to do.
Oh, fuck. I thought they were going to send,
He's
wasn't it?
he's a bad sort, okay? So it's okay to blow him up, okay?
Is that what they're going to do? God.
Oh, actually, no. I got confused. That's the male boy.
That's my son.
There's the spy.
Oh, no, wait.
Wait a second. I set Pony off by accident. Doesn't it just blow up everyone? Or you have to target them, do you?
I don't know. Don takes out the tagger remote and scans the boy, getting a lock on his tagger.
Right, yeah.
I know you want to save Archie, but that boy, he's someone's son too.
No.
I don't care. This is a chance to save everyone.
Should say not anymore, shouldn't he? Not anymore.
Now he's somebody's soup.
Somebody's skeleton. In fact, I know whose skeleton he is now. Here he comes. It's
Hey,
me.
guys, it's me.
Hi, Greg.
Yeah, no, he says he's someone's son too.
Not anymore. What about the dog? Is that somebody's dog? Not anymore, it's not.
What about you? Are you somebody's you? Oh, no. Okay. Now he says this is a chance to save everyone, which is demonstrably untrue, because he should say this is a chance to save everyone except that boy and anyone who is standing too close to him at the time, okay?
Fuck that kid. Fuck that kid. I'd blow him.
I've decided he's a spy because he is walking in a door. Alright? He is a slave child and is going into the building where they make slave childs go. So he's probably a spy.
Yeah.
Okay, one less spy.
Yeah.
Now everyone is safe. Now everyone is free. I saved them, yes. Undercover me.
Undercover dog.
Yes. So the boy is led by a sentry inside the Eon Tower. So Archie is in a torture room, and Tucker and Burbank have been ordered by Collins to kill him. We're not going to wait an hour. We're going to do it now.
No, Archie, so good, useful.
Interior torture chamber. The door unlocks, and Tucker and Burbank enter with a trolley. Strapped in the chair in Archie's clothes is the falling man with the bag over his head.
The bag.
Archie plays dead on the floor in his place. Oh, he's a cunning escape plan, right?
Oh, he switched places with the dead man.
Yeah, because when they take the bag off and he's there, they're like, oh, that's probably the live one. Because they've got... he's not breathing, he's got a bit green, but
he's got a big hole in his head.
He's got a huge hole in his head. And that one on the floor does seem to be breathing and giggling. But let's get rid of it. Take him to the freedom room.
That was his main mistake, was laughing about it.
Yeah.
Laughing about how clever he was.
Yeah.
They'll never know.
They're never going to catch me this much. The moment they take me to the freedom room, I'll be free. Archie plays dead on the floor in his place. Burbank casually shoots the falling man in the head.
What?
So I guess they were just going to kill Archie. Like it's not a cunning escape plan, it's a cunning not get shot in the head plan. Interior, Eon. The two bodies are wheeled along to a heavy metal door. It's the falling man, and the other one is Archie pretending to be dead, right?
Yeah.
Because as far as they're concerned, they're all like, we shot both of them. Weird that one of them's got 2 bullets in his head and the other the other one's giggling, but we definitely shot both of them, so let's wheel them into the freedom room.
Yeah.
So the two bodies are wheeled along to a heavy metal door.
Metal door.
Yeah.
I don't know those people in the freedom room. Come on, that sounds like the wrong room entirely.
No, it's free to enjoy whatever music it likes, doesn't it? Without judgment from the likes of you. All right, so interior darkness. Tucker and Burbank slam the door, leaving Archie in the dark.
Yes.
The only light comes from the timer on his watch, which ticks irrevocably down.
Oh, to the end of the world, right?
Is it?
I don't know why he's got this watch. How did he get a watch that knows when the world's going to end? When the fuck did that happen?
Exterior perimeter of Eon building, B-World. Never get tired. Don checks the tagger remote.
It's just words. This fucking meaningless.
That's the thing they're going to use to blow up a kid, right?
Oh, that,
Pretty
right,
sure.
yeah.
I think that's how they're going to blow up a kid who deserves to die.
So the tagger is the thing that goes around your
Goes
ankle.
on their ankle that explodes,
That's
yeah.
like a house arrest thing, but explodes.
The bomb that goes on kids.
Yeah, the
it's
kid bomb.
called a tagger.
Kid bomb. Yeah.
Because kid bomb sounds bad, but
Yeah,
tagger, that's
fine.
useful.
And remote control to blow up kids, right? Yeah.
Remote control kid exploder.
Yeah, brilliant. He checks the remote control kid exploder.
Yeah, he checks that. And he says he's in position.
All right, that's
he's
what
in
he says.
death position.
He checks it and says, "This is bad. Who invented this?
Hey, what am I doing, guys? Oh my god.
Are we going to press this?"
No, he says he's in position.
He's in position.
Don is nervous. His hand's shaking. Don.
Yeah.
Penny
Woo! She's not nervous though. She's well excited.
places both of her hands on his. You just did it too early, but there was a moment coming up for that noise.
Both of her hands on his.
Yeah, Penny says, "Have you taken a life before?" He shakes his head. Sorry, I should have said, "Have you murdered a child before?" No, I have killed many people, but I have never exploded a child from a distance.
Yeah, but he's
Okay.
a bad kid. You know,
I'm not sure any kid is that
he's terrible.
bad,
He's
but
been.
you can say he deserves to be exploded.
He's been trying to get food to feed himself and his sister. So
Right.
he's been giving away secrets. He's terrible.
So evil.
So evil.
So she says, "Have you ever killed a kid before?"
Just don't think of him as a kid. Just think of him as a walking small bomb.
Walking bomb. Have you ever exploded a walking bomb before? And he says, no, no, I have not,
No.
because that's not a thing. Okay?
it's first time
It's a child. Okay, it's an innocent child. I'm going to explode. She takes the tagger remote from him.
Because she asks, "I've fucking killed loads of kids."
Now that's the implication of her next line. She says,
Well,
"There's no need to strip the humanity from both of us.
there we go.
I'm always murdering children. Let me do it. There's no need to strip the humanity from both of us." Is she gonna kill a kid? Is that what's about to happen?
She's already killed a kid by the sounds of it.
Oh, it sounds like she's done several. I mean, she's like, no need to ruin your reputation.
Have you ever murdered a child before? Not that I remember.
Yeah,
Oh, we'll give it here then.
I've got the experience.
I did 3 last week.
I did 4 before breakfast.
Yeah, well, she's a journalist. They are responsible for a lot of deaths.
They are
journalists.
famous for murdering children with explosion.
She probably works for Rupert Murdoch. She works for some horrible lying rag that has caused deaths of
Yeah.
thousands.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be that surprised if I'd learned that, the kind of high-level employees of Rupert Murdoch, like his editors and, that every morning they had to go to his house and shoot children. Before breakfast,
Yeah.
he's all like, "All right, it's 6 o'clock, everybody. It's kid shooting time. Here's your gun."
Got to prove that you're still faithful to
Yeah.
my news network by shooting this
Yeah,
kid.
Absolutely. By the way, just to make absolutely sure, today it's your kid.
Yeah.
She places her finger on the tagger remote's trigger. Pony places her arms gently around her as though she gives her blessing.
Wow.
Oh, it's all right if I murder a child. because This child hugged me. This damaged child who doesn't seem to speak English gave me a hug, and I'm interpreting that to mean, please kill more children. Pretty sure that's a blessing, everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pony has zero idea what's going on.
she
here.
just wanted a
She
hug.
doesn't know that that's a kid exploding device.
No, Pony's just a terrified and damaged child who wanted a hug. Penny presses the trigger.
Hooray!
And there is a distant explosion.
Hooray!
You fucking sick. You sick bastard.
Hooray!
Oh my god. Your main character, your main point of view character, just made a kid explode. You can't come back from this unless it's about that.
But only distantly. She only
Unless
distantly
that's what the
exploded a
movie's
kid.
about someone having to make a kid explode and then having to deal with the
That
conflict.
is what the movie
But
is
not
about.
as like a plot point 3/4 of the way through.
It's all been built into this. Sometimes you have to
Alright.
explode a kid to save a lot of other kids. That's what I'm saying.
You don't.
Yeah.
All right. Penny presses the trigger, and there is a distant explosion. Fire and glass burst from a window inside Eon. Even if we find out she didn't kill the kid, as far as from her point of view, at this
Definitely
point
did
she
kill a
she
kid.
killed a
She
kid.
definitely killed a kid. She should be like, "Have you got any more?
I've got a taste for it now.
It's quite Moorish." Hooray!
Once you pop, you can't stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came to a world that's basically got lots of kids wired up, ready to blow, and then you gave me a remote control. I mean, how was I supposed to resist?
Yeah, I mean, how do we know that only blew up one anyway? If you hit the exploded kid button on a thing,
distant
and
explosion.
all the kids have them on.
Yeah, and they happen at the same time. A distant explosion that seemed to come from 8 directions at once. How strange.
Pony is no longer there. Oh, where did Pony go?
Main character doesn't notice a kid exploding next to her. A kid who's hugging her.
Ha! I like that she just blew up a child.
It's hilarious.
I think it's unusual.
That you wrote this and went, yeah, that's fine.
I think it's unusual. You don't usually find it. It's
You don't.
So, yeah.
And there's definitely a reason for that.
We're saving the entire multiverse, right?
Yeah.
With one tiny kid. And you're like, oh, you can't blow up that one kid to save absolutely everyone ever.
Isn't this a kind of, this whole thing, isn't this, like, you often tell me about Save the Cat, right? And that's a thing, is it Blake something?
Blake Snyder.
Blake Snyder,
What
okay.
about him?
No, that you've told me about that. That's a kind of screenwriting trick where you demonstrate your hero's good heart by making him save a cat or some equivalent.
When you meet them, yeah, the idea is early doors,
meet
right?
them
In the
doing
very
a good
beginning, you
deed.
meet them and they, save a cat.
Yeah.
It could be actually saving a cat, or
something similar.
something that is a similar act.
Helping
of
an old
kindness.
lady with her bags or something,
Yeah,
right?
you go like,
To show they're a good person.
Yeah, what a good person. It's just a simple.
I feel like we can extrapolate from that. There's also certain things that your protagonist doesn't do.
Yeah, it's called
it's
Kill the Dog. To be honest,
Is it? Is it really?
No, it's not. But I mean, the thing is, like,
Okay.
you never kill a dog in a film.
Right.
That's the kind of worst.
Because
thing you
audiences
can do.
can't handle it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And kids are like worse than a dog, right?
Well, no, they're not. But like, if you kill a kid, that's like killing a dog.
Yeah.
It's almost as bad as killing a dog.
Almost.
Yeah. Yeah, but this isn't at the beginning of the film. We're all right.
Oh, okay, fair
If you
enough.
open with someone murdering a child, you go like, well, they're a bad guy.
Yeah, all right.
But if you get to meet them and you go on a journey with them and you realise
you know
it's
why
really,
they're doing it.
and you realise it's really important to explode that child, then you're like, yeah, I'm down with this. Blow up a few more if you have to.
If you must, and I'm also enjoying it.
The thing about Blake Snyder, of course, is that he was awful and rubbish. So you shouldn't take anything he says to heart. I mean, he wrote Richie Rich, and was it Stop and My Mum Will Shoot, right?
Oh my god! All right. So as the alarm sounds,
What's that? The dead child alarm.
all right. So Penny just blew up a kid.
Hooray!
And that exploding kid has somehow enabled them to get into Eon. And as the alarm sounds and the perimeter guards hurry towards the main gate, Don and the rebels rush forwards.
This is exactly what Star Wars was missing, wasn't it? With their plan of getting into the Death Star. They didn't blow up enough children.
If only, instead of all that using the Force and X-Wings and stuff, if they just strapped a bomb to Luke Skywalker's head and got him to go and visit his dad.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, can I come in? Of course you can. Come in.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Nailed it. Obi-Wan goes, well, he was a nice boy and everything, and he might have been the last hope for the universe, but
Yes.
at least Darth Vader's dead now.
I didn't just blow up Luke Skywalker. You didn't see me do that. I'm a nice man, you think so?
Yeah, I'm a good person. Everybody remembers me well. I never cut anyone's arms and legs off. All right. Interior, Eon Building, B World. Room after room empties as the evacuation takes place. Ah, right. So the plan actually... Yeah, I do remember her saying that. It wasn't just blow up a kid and then storm the building, which is what it seemed like. There was a little bit more to it than that. It was blow up a kid, set off the fire alarms because of the kid being on fire.
Oh, I thought they were going to blow up the kid so that everyone would go to a funeral.
I mean, either one makes a similar
Sneak
level.
in.
Everyone gets a day off, like a mental health day, because they just watched a kid explode in their offices.
Yeah, the head of HR, Spackman, is like, anyone got to the day off, mate?
Yeah. So this kid is on fire. Right? And and therefore the alarm. So that alarm that went off, that wasn't the dead child alarm,
No.
although it was caused by a dead child. It was literally caused by a child dying.
So you
but
could argue
because it was on fire.
You could argue it is a dead child alarm,
Yes,
but
yeah, it absolutely is. But it doesn't just go off because a child died. It needs to be a child on fire. Right. If he'd had a heart attack, it wouldn't have worked.
right, yeah.
Okay. If someone had stabbed him, that's not gonna work. So the kid explodes. I can't believe I have to say these things.
Yeah.
I can't believe this script.
It's fine. Nobody's expecting you to kill a kid.
No,
Penny's,
and I thought,
Penny's like first in line when kids are getting murdered, so you don't have to take any of the guilt.
I got no chance.
Yeah.
I got no chance. I've been queuing for days.
Well, she's probably like coming around like, well, did someone say a kid needs killing?
No, we said a kidney. I need a kidney.
Oh, well, I can murder someone if you like. I already feel terrible about everything, so like I've got no soul left to lose. So if you need a child exploding,
So anyway, the kid exploded and caught fire. The fire alarm stroke dead child alarm went off.
yeah,
Right. And everyone evacuated the building, and that was the plan, to get the people out of the building so they can just walk in. Because when people evacuate a building,
Yes.
they also all turn their back on it.
well, yeah,
Right.
No.
And they certainly don't kind of stand around quite close to the building, almost, you might say, surrounding the building, waiting to be allowed back in. So they're not going to cause even more problems for them getting in by just being a massive crowd around the exits.
Well, I mean, the thing is, when you walk away from something, you generally do it, like with your back to it. So maybe,
I tell you what, you've got to hope that the fire marshal in this building is Timpkins from Stars.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if it is, the moment they leave, she's going to it's disappeared. We better go home. The whole building's vanished. All right, everybody go home. So the building is evacuated, and then exterior perimeter of Eon B World. The rebels have cut through the fence. Penny pulls on a lab coat. Don does likewise.
I mean, who's wearing the lab coat that she's pulling on?
No, this is their amazing disguise. This is their fucking cunning disguise.
What she should do is she should steal somebody's lipstick, apply it to her cheeks,
Yeah.
wet herself.
What they
and
should
fall
do,
over.
is put firefighter outfits on, right? The only people who are walking into a building that's on fire with all the alarms going off are firefighters. That's how you get in. Not like, hello, I'm a scientist. I'm going to science the fire out.
Okay.
My friend's going to help. He's a scientist too. It's going to be. I'll tell you what. That fire stands no chance against our science.
What you're saying,
against our chemistry.
what you're saying is absurd. Like, if all of
I agree.
if all of
I agree.
if all of a sudden
I absolutely agree.
a fire service that does not exist turns up to put the fire out, you don't think anyone's going to be like, hold on a second, do we have a fire service?
No, we've come from A World.
When did we get
We've
that?
just yeah. All right.
I don't know. I mean, maybe lab coats is like the only disguise they could get a hold of.
It's such a movie thing. It's wonderful. It's something that you see people complain about. That in movies, if someone's a scientist, they'll almost always be wearing a lab coat. But like 90% of scientists don't wear lab coats. Right? Penny pulls on a lab coat for reasons she doesn't specify. But let's just assume she's got a good reason, right,
Yes.
that we're not privy to. Don does likewise. Penny's not happy. Penny says, "What are you doing? Not all scientists wear lab coats, you know."
No, not the same one at least. We're not a pantomime horse.
Get off! I thought you wanted me to get in your coat with you. Why? Penny says, "What are you doing?" "I'm going in." Yeah, I can see that. Now get out of my coat. "I'm going in." You'll slow me down. It sounds like they're still talking about the fact they're wearing one.
The same coat,
right?
yeah,
It's going to be very difficult to walk like this.
No one's going to believe we're one scientist.
I could not get a second coat. You don't need a coat, okay? No, Penny says you'll slow me down. Presumably for other reasons, not because they're wearing one coat. Penny slips through the gap. Don follows. "I'm not coming with you. I have my own agenda."
Ooh.
"What?" I'm going to deactivate the tags. I'm going to free them.
Right, brilliant. What's she doing?
She's killing them. They're working against each
I have
other
a completely
now.
different idea. My idea is not to blow them up. And where did he get this lab coat from anyway? Like, they must have known. It's like when wait till the building explodes and then put your lab coat on. Okay, I'm gonna put my lab. Where did you get a lab coat from? You could have come
I
with
mean,
me.
do we know where they are? Maybe they're in a lab coat shop.
Right.
Just
Well,
outside Eon.
They were just by a fence, right? And now they've cut the fence. They needed to explode the child, which meant that the perimeter fence security went down. Or was that the plan? They were like, we're never going to get inside if we can't blow up the security. How are we going to blow up the security? Well, I've heard there's a kid
Well, he did say
who delivers sandwiches.
yeah, evilly.
Yeah.
Evil sandwiches.
Well, he's evil because he delivers sandwiches to the bad guys,
Yeah,
you know. I mean...
And every day, at 3 minutes past 4 exactly, he stands next to the security computer with his sandwiches. And if we blow him up at that time, then the whole system will come down.
Yeah. I heard that he only sells the sandwiches in order to support his family. He's got like
No,
three little sisters.
No, it's evil sandwiches, okay?
Yeah,
They've got like jam, evil jam in them from Evil Bees.
Yeah, evil bees. Oh, my bees.
Evil Bee Jam.
Or B1 and B2.
Bee Jam was a shop, right, in the past.
That's it.
And it was either a frozen store like Iceland, or maybe it was electrics like Rumbelows.
Oh, yeah. Or maybe it was a shop full of evil bees, right? Yeah.
And jam.
Jam, yeah.
Right, I'm going to look up Bee Jams. Bee Jam was a British frozen food retailer.
Or
Or
something like Rumbelows. Did it say that?
Yeah, it does. No one knows which one it was. Bee Jam is an acronym
Oh, my God.
for Brian, Eric, John and Millie, the names of the Apthorpe family members who were the company directors.
Wow. Wow.
That's like your dream company.
Jesus. They were like, none of them wanted to let that go, did they? So, well, you can't have it named after you. We've all got to be included.
What if we call it Me Jam?
Yeah.
No, Bee Jam.
B Jam. I wonder what else it could have been called if they changed their names around.
BJ Me.
Yeah.
All right, BJ Me is like without the and. You can BJ Me. I'm going to call my shop BJ. I'm going to call my shop BJ Me. Is that okay?
Yeah. Is it Millie was always going to go? Like Millie's not allowed to go anywhere near the front, is she?
No, she's got to have an and before her name.
What about Me Jobs? What's that? Me Jobs.
Me Jobs. Call the shop Me Jobs. wait a minute. Well, we're going to go with B Jam. That's stupid. Yeah, but it's not Me Jobs. So now you know what Bee Jam was everyone.
Yeah, but we didn't pronounce it like that where I came from in Broomlays.
Bajom. Did you say Bajom?
It was
Broomlays.
It was Bayham.
Coville is where you're from.
It was Bayham.
You're from a bit of Coville where people are so pretentious they pretend there's a place called Broomlays.
It was Bayham. It was a H sounding
Bayham.
Bayham.
I'm going to Bajom.
Yeah. It's true, isn't it? Because jambon is ham in France, right? So bee jams is bee ham in France. If ham is jambon.
Or it's Brian Eric Ham.
Wait a second.
That's what
Yes,
it
Brian
is.
Eric Ham. This jambon is ham, right? But it's not, is it? Because bon is good. So that just means good ham.
Maybe, yeah.
Because you wouldn't want bad ham, would you?
You wouldn't want jambad.
No, you wouldn't want jam bad. Would you like some jam bad? Or would you
Have you got any jambon?
or jam good on your bread?
I'd like this jam good, please.
Okay,
Have you got any jam average? I haven't got a lot of money, but I don't want jam bad.
I've got one pig here. It was looking a bit ill. Would you like a slice of him?
It still sounds quite jam bad. If he is an ill pig. Have you got an healthy pig that a bit of ham has fallen off? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, I've got a leper pig.
No.
It's bits falling off him all the
Not
time.
an healthy pig. That also sounds like a jam bad. Okay?
No, the pig is not healthy, but his leg's fine. Since it fell off.
Why did it fall off?
It's the leg is not the leper.
A pig that bits are falling off, that's a bad sign. That probably makes it an unhealthy pig. Okay, better get me a whole pig in a sandwich, please.
There we go.
Have you got some cheese to go with it?
Oh, but of
I
course,
don't just want
I
jam.
couldn't give you a pig in a sandwich without putting cheese on it.
Okay.
Whereas
Have you got-
this is Europe.
Wait a minute though. Is it cheese good or cheese bad? Okay, because I don't want cheese bad on my I'm good. I'm going to deactivate the tags. He is. He's going to save any more kids from being exploded by her. You're absolutely right.
She's
You're
like,
a joke, that's
no,
true.
don't do that.
How am I going to explode?
I've got this remote here.
That's why I'm doing it, okay?
Once they pop, I can't stop.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That wasn't children's sounds. What are you exploding now? Okay.
All the kids have been like sliding their taggers up and sticking them on the cats because they're like, fucking hell, some crazy ladies.
Some crazy lady just turned up from A World.
Yeah.
Where they think they're important.
Yeah.
So Don says, I'm going to deactivate the tags. I'm going to free them.
Woo!
Yeah. She nods.
She's like freeing them though, isn't she?
Yeah,
Of sorts.
from life.
Yeah.
Yeah. She nods. She kneels before...
She kneels.
She kneels before... Not Zod. She kneels before Pony.
She kneels before Pony.
Yeah. Kneel before Pony.
Who is this?
Horse.
Penny. She's
Sorry,
Penny.
going with different jokes because Pony, who is this horse?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because neither of the jokes were especially good.
Yeah, but Pony is Zod in this situation.
So
right?
she's like, who is this horse?
Oh, okay.
Because I'm just a pony. Because
Right, okay,
Zod's saying,
yeah.
who is this Superman? I'm a Superman too.
You're Superman too.
Yeah, well, he is in Superman 2.
That is true.
That is true.
Do you think that's what the Superman 2 of the title is talking about? Zod?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of... That
Like,
sounds...
I am Superman too.
That is like one of those, I think you've just
Cracked it.
moments, yeah. It's like the moon landing where the thing cut out and missed out one word.
Yes.
It's what he actually says. Who is this? Superman 1.
Okay, so that's all true. And a good analogy with the moon
Thank you.
as well. I liked it.
Yeah, I don't believe in the balloon landing. Because I don't know what a balloon is.
Yeah, I know. For once, I'm with you. I don't believe in the balloon landing either. I'm like, no, they faked that. I reckon it was Stanley Kubrick. Right? He went to the moon and faked the balloon landing. Hey, I wonder what's happening with Archie. Let's find out. Interior darkness. Suddenly there is light.
Right. Better change the. Better change that title then.
A small blue flame from beneath the grilled floor.
What's that funny? Why is that funny?
The grilled floor. Excuse me, who's been grilling my floor? Who's been cooking my floor? Quite frankly, I'm very annoyed. Every time I come back, yesterday it was a fried floor. The day before that it was a baked floor. And today it's a grilled floor.
Yeah.
But there's a small blue flame coming from beneath it because someone is literally grilling it right now. Yeah. Then another. And Archie realises where he is.
He's in a grill.
Interior furnace. He's in a fucking furnace.
Oh, right.
They put him in a dark room because they think he's dead, and now some flames are coming on. They've put him in the furnace.
But you don't grill people in a furnace, do you?
No, they grilled the floor.
Okay.
That's okay. You incinerate
They don't
people.
want to lightly toast people, do you? Put them in the toaster, would you? Why?
So this guy's dead. Do you want him lightly toasted or incinerated?
do you want an egg on him?
No.
Could you put... Yeah, could you... How would you want your eggs on him?
Incinerate him, please. Get rid of his body. Don't put eggs on him.
Okay. Beans with him?
No.
Do you want beans with him?
I want you to get rid of him,
Okay.
alright? I don't want him toasted.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright, thank
Cup
you.
of tea with him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well,
Okay.
now you're on my page.
Okay, so poached egg, beans,
And grilled man.
and grilled man.
Interior furnace. Archie says, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I'm not a sausage. What am I doing here?
I should be in the oven. A piece of meat my size is never going to work on the grill.
That's true. You wouldn't cook through, would it? It'd just be like charred
No.
on the outside and like bloody on the inside.
Got to roast him.
Also, nobody's boned him yet. Sorry, deboned him.
Yeah, no one's done either. As far as I can tell, no one has boned or deboned Archie,
Yeah.
or stuffed an onion up his bum. Exterior Eon building, B World. The evacuees are gathered together outside, talking excitedly.
Did you hear what Sally did with
Sally did on the top floor the other day.
She come down stinking of piss.
That's what they don't tell you.
And you know we've got cameras up there.
That's what they don't tell. That's the one. You know, it's like really like there's not that much information about where they work in Ginger Bee Sting. Now you know they worked on Bee World in the Eon building,
and that's why really early on when the first time we went to the Eon building, they went to the 99th floor, not the 100th. And we're not going to the 100th. No, never go to the 100th floor. Whatever you do,
nobody has cleaned it since.
Yeah, they're still up there. They're just always up there. Every day we come to this office and they're up there doing it. We can see them on the cameras on the way in. You walk past security and they've got their screens, and one of them is always showing Henry Rollins pissing on Sally. All right. So the evacuees are gathered outside talking excitedly. Woo. Penny and Don slip surreptitiously into their number.
Nice.
Penny works her light-fingered magic as she pushes through the throng, stealing a couple of identity passes. She hands one to Don as they move to the front of the crowd. They slip past a guard into the building, and for some reason the guard doesn't say, no, the building's on fire. I mean, we're all standing outside for a reason. You can't go in. Like, in fact, this is the worst. What you should have done, right? You should have done this whole plan of getting people outside, tempted two of them away, bonked them over the head with a stick or something, stolen their IDs, and then waited for us to go back in the building and come back in with us. In fact, probably in all the confusion, you wouldn't have even needed IDs. I doubt we're even checking, to be honest. I mean, there's no one on this world except a load of children, and we've already made them slaves.
They don't want to be in the building when there's lots of people in there, though, do they? They got free run of the place if they go in there now.
All right, so what they need to do is they need to do like that plan I just said. Do that, so they get back in, but everyone's in now, so that's a problem. So then they need to wait for another kid to come in. Right?
Yes.
And when they're in position, blow the second kid up, hide in a cupboard. Everyone else gets out, and while they're doing all that again, this time they're in the building, they can do what they need to do. Okay, a second kid needs to die. That's a shame, but at least it will work.
I mean, the thing is, a second kid doesn't need to, because all they need to do is set a fire, but their plan is definitely to blow up a second kid, right?
Shit, yeah.
Penny's
you've indoctrinated me into the need for children dying. Shit, yeah, they just need to hold a lighter up to a smoke alarm. Fuck.
I think we need to kill another kid. We don't, Just to be on the safe side, I think we probably should. Well. Sorry, you don't have to do it. I know that, there's no point in you feeling bad about everything.
Little Howard dreamed of being a writer, and so he sat down to every night. But everything he wrote was fucking shite, yeah. Worst writer in the world. Worst writer in the world. Worst writer in the world. Worst writer in the world.
Thank you for listening to this episode of The Worst Writer in the World. You're great. You're so great, in fact, that you deserve a little gift, a little present, a little something just for you. You deserve a lot of very entertaining things to make you smile. For example, all the extra audio entertainment that you can get by joining our secret gang on Patreon for as little as $2 a month.
For completely free. Completely free it is, but with $2 packaging and postage.
Yeah, to get it sent to your phone or computer or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, it is free. And if you want more, obviously bigger packages are more expensive. So we can send you more, but the postage and packaging is about $7. Completely free, but $7.
But $7.
Yeah, absolutely. You can find that at patreon.com/manbuycow. And if you don't want to do that, then why not just, I don't know, go and leave us a review somewhere, or go on social media and tell people that you like the show. That'd be nice. We like it when people say, every couple of months someone says they like the show, and that really cheers us up.
Yeah, prove to us that we're in the top 1% of podcasts, because I've seen no evidence so far.
No proof. All right, thanks for listening, everybody, and Happy New Year. Bye-bye, milk.
Bye-bye, milk.
He's a stupid, suck-ass, rubbish writer. Yeah.